I was browsing through the past comments on my videos on our channel, and there was one particular question that caught my eye. It was not asked once or twice, but hundreds of thousands of times. And then I thought, why haven't I done a video on this yet, especially when I have also been in the same situation a few years ago. Any guesses which one? That's right, how to apply for PhDs abroad. Hey guys, my name is Saket, and today let us talk all about PhDs abroad. How to apply, eligibility, costs, financial assistance, and lots more. A few years ago, I was also applying for PhDs in the US and UK. I can totally relate with each one of students posting these questions. The whole process was pretty confusing. So largely saying there are 4 ways you can apply for a PhD abroad. Let us discuss them one by one. But before we start, here are 7 basic things you will have to keep in mind. 1. Identify your department and course subject. 2. Have a clear research topic in mind. 3. Draft a research proposal. I'm also putting a link to sample guidelines for writing a research proposal in the description below. Do note that this may change as per the university, course, and the country. 4. Be prepared to take IELTS or some English language exam if your degree is not from English-speaking country. 5. Some universities may specifically ask you for 1 or 2 published papers as a requirement before you can apply, so do check that. 6. Some universities also accept you with a bachelor's degree on case-to-case basis. This is common with some institutions in US, Europe, and UK. And 7. GMAT or GRE will be required by many institutions, irrespective of the country you wish to study in. Waivers for these are usually not available. Great. With that, let's move on to the first way to apply. That is, find a supervisor. Yes, the most common one, and it is applicable across almost all countries. I would say this is the most usual way to apply for a PhD, and most universities expect you to apply like this. This can be a very lengthy procedure to apply, and the hard work you have to put in is immense. Let me break down the steps for you. Step 1. Shortlist country you want to target, and within the country, shortlist universities that are known for your course area. For example, if you want to study earth sciences in Canada, some good universities include UBC, Toronto, McGill, Alberta, Victoria, Dalhousie, and Calgary. Step 2. Visit the department website and check staff list who are available for PhD supervision. For example, this is a web page of Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences of Dalhousie University with a list of the faculty. You can check the faculty's interest areas by clicking on their profiles and selecting relevant to your interests. Step 3. Email them expressing an interest to apply for a PhD with a brief overview of your interest area. The sad part is you will have to do a lot of cold emailing. Some may reply, some may not. Step 4. If you get a reply, the professor will ask for a research proposal. Send it across, and if you get accepted, you may have to meet certain academic and language requirements. Step 5. Post acceptance, you will be issued an offer letter, and rest of the procedure for visa remains the same as other students. Second way is apply for available research positions. This is a very popular method, especially in European countries like Germany, Belgium, Finland, Austria, Sweden, and the Netherlands. But you can find these openings worldwide. Universities advertise open PhD positions on their specific department websites in particular subject areas. For example, here's a web page of Biosciences School of Heidelberg University, Germany, advertising open PhD positions. Similarly, here is a web page of Physics Institute of University of Zurich in Switzerland that lists all open PhD positions. These opportunities are fully funded and also gives living allowance, research allowance, and many other benefits. The advantage of these PhDs is that you don't have to find a supervisor, but the disadvantage is the PhD position in your subject area can be difficult to find. The entry requirements will vary, but most universities will require a master's degree in relevant subject area, research skills, language proficiency, and at times may ask for published papers. To find these opportunities, you can check LinkedIn, Times Higher Education jobs page, or academicpositions.com. Cool. The third way is to apply without a supervisor. These PhDs are usually offered by B schools and many universities in the United States. Ideally, for these PhDs, you'll be required to have bachelor's or master's degree with good grades and little research experience, as these programs will have modules that will prepare you for the research skills required for the program. Also, a detailed research proposal is usually not required. In this type of application, you will need your academics, CV, recommendation letters, personal statement, research interests, and published papers if required by the university. Finding a supervisor is not required, but you need to make sure the university has faculty that is relevant to your subject area before you apply. You will not need to approach them directly. Also note that many universities will also require GRE or GMAT scores. For example, here's a web page of PhD in biochemistry at University of Nebraska, Lincoln in the US that will not require finding a supervisor first. Similarly, this is a web page for PhD program at London Business School. The last and the easiest way is the PhD Preparatory Programs or Research Masters. Also called MRes, MPhil, MSc or MA by Research programs in certain countries. This is by far the easiest way, as the entry requirements for these research masters is similar to usual taught master degrees, and students are trained to undertake a PhD level program in these research masters. These options are available in many countries such as UK, US and Australia. The entry requirements are same as normal master's degree. Academics, English language scores, personal statement, recommendation letters and passport. Some university may also ask you to submit a brief research proposal which isn't very detailed as a PhD program. For example, the Masters in Philosophy in Business at University of Sydney can lead to a PhD. Pursuing an MRes in Economics can lead to a PhD in Economics at LSE. Similarly, University of Cambridge offers a Masters in Research in Management Studies that prepares you for a PhD. In case you don't want to continue with a PhD after completing the Research Masters, you always have an option of graduating with the Masters. Hope this video has answered most of your queries, but in case you still have more questions, do post them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and let us catch up in the next one.